only ammunition. Watch your 6 use it. It's billet Bob's consistently soft shooting and accurate ammo.
Did you tape it?
Yeah, gang, we in here, we in GPS, dog.
Go ahead, man. Get in there. Get in there, man. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so full disclaimer, Locks, first and foremost, I've been a fan of the group for, I don't know how long since you came out with Puff, since you was the Warlocks, I've been a fan. Upstairs, the missus is cooking dinner and she's watching your Unplugged with the group that be playing the live music. So if you hear your music on here, it's not like a copyright infringement. She's upstairs playing it on the TV. I told her to turn it down a little bit, but she's cooking. So when she's cooking or cleaning, I know she's doing something because the music is on. So here we go. I kind of figured it out. I figured out why people love Glocks. Yo, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you are familiar with my humble little channel, welcome home. Sit back, relax. We're gonna get into some Glocks. Yo! Okay, so back when I first got my first handgun, it was a Walther P99 with the paddle. I told you guys that before, right? JT, if you are finished holding my firearm, can you please bring it back to me so I can have it? Okay, I miss it a lot, okay? So I was dead set on another disclaimer before we proceed. The fam is upstairs, but this is the only time I had a chance to film. So if you hear, he's not doing it right now, but I'll bring the noisemaker downstairs in a second so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But when I first started with handguns, I was so dead set against not liking Glock because everybody was talking about Glock, Glock this, Glock the best, Glock this, Glock that. So in typical my fashion, I went completely left. I went completely left and I went with something else. So I went with Walther. Not a bad choice at all. Walther, not a bad choice at all. Walther firearms are amazing. And they proved throughout the years that they justified and solidified their place in the hierarchy of firearms. But I found myself going back to Glock, and my first Glock that I purchased was a Glock 30. I shot the daylights out of that Glock. You hear me? I shot that Glock so well, it was just ridiculous. I said, man, well, maybe let me take another dip into that. Fast forward a couple years, picked up another Glock. Fast forward a couple years, picked up my best shooter. This guy right here. Now, before another disclaimer, every single one of these firearms that I am about to present to you are absolutely clear, and we are going to roam about the cabin because they are absolutely clear and safe. Right now, these are paperweights. These are very expensive paperweights. They won't hurt anybody. They won't hurt a soul. Safe direction. Okay? This happens to be my absolute best shooter in the bunch. Over Staccato, over Bull. This is my best shooter. Absolute, hands down. So, remember that there was an episode I had, like, what happens if you have to use you're in a position where you have to use your firearm and you just happen to have you just happen to have your best shooter. What do you do? And the answer that I came up with was duplicate your best shooter. Okay, cool, let's do that. So my Glock 19X with the loophole micro dot is absolutely, undisputedly my best shooter. Absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now let's run into this real quick, because if I do this, there's a method to my madness. Let's go tip to tip, butt to butt, real quick. Tip to tip. This is a Gen 5, however, it has no serrations in the front. It is a 19X. Gen 5, no serrations. You know it's Gen 5? Right there. Right there. Okay? Tip to tip, butt to butt. Rail. One little spot right there to hook onto it. That's all you really need. It's a Glock 19X. I've done some work to it. Yes, it looks horrible, but watch this. Do you see that? You see how perfect that is? That's custom for me. You see that? Let's look at this. See, look. That's custom for me. That is custom for me. This is custom for me. This is custom for me, right? Super good. You with me? See this right here? This is the overhang. I chopped this off a while ago so I could get my hand up in there and it won't be biting me, right? So I did all of this magic. Look at the beautiful stippling I did on that, okay? Yeah, I know, it looks like tree bark. But if you felt it, it's going nowhere. I purposely did it so the grooves can bite into your hand, but not scrape you off. Scrape you off. Let's proceed. So, Glock 19X, very, 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 very superb handgun. It has the factory extensions, which gives you 2 more rounds. So 17 turns into, and 1 and a, which brings it to, right? Awesome. Now, this is absolutely, it is so soft. I haven't done anything to it except put this guy on here and my lovely stipple job. But I haven't done anything to it. And the guys at the range, right? The guys at the range the other day, they were talking about 19Cs, Glock 19Cs, or the C model Glock. That's the Glock. If you don't know, that is the model Glock that is ported and cut, factory cut from Glock. I think my buddy Rip told me that they only went to Gen 4. Gen 4s wasn't really doing too well, so everybody goes after Gen 3. So I'm looking for a Gen 3 19C too. So we were just talking about it one day, and I was like, yo, I'm on it. I'm going to find one, and I'm going to make it mine. Oh, I'm going to do it, baby. Oh, I'm going to do it. So fast forward a couple weeks, this happens to fall in my lap, right? From the sky, everything is clear, right? Everything is clear, right? So this happens to fall from the heavens into my pretty little hands. Look at that. Is that nice or what? Now, the reason why I wanted to get this guy done from tip to tip to butt is because it is absolutely the same thing as this guy, minus the aesthetics, minus the MOS, right? Minus the MOS, and minus one of the most important, these guys. Can you see that? See those little holes up top? Those are ports for the 19X. And I don't know whether you know, but you should know, the 19X is by far my best shooter. It has done so many things, and I was like, man, I wonder, I know they only make it in 19, but I wonder if I could get a 19X ported from the factory, I'll be straight, because I like this. I like the extended grip. Now, if you don't know what the 19X is, it is a amalgam of the Glock 19 up top and the 17 slide on the bottom. So it gives you that ability to get a full grip. Look at that full grippage right there. Full grippage. Yo, right? Full grippage. And yo, it shoots like nobody's business, man. I'm holding it, I'm presenting, and it's boop, 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 boop. I'm like, whoa, that, my friend, is a cheat code. So I bring it in, I'm talking to my buddy Rip. Rip says, yo, it's gonna burn that down right there. All that little paint, I put about, I wanna say, today about 375. Out of the box. Out of the box. I didn't oil this. Look at this. I didn't even clean it. There's no oil on that. Look how dry the bone. Dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. I didn't oil it. I didn't clean it. I took it out of the box. Let's go. Bah, 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 bah. Let's go. Let's go to work. It needed to work when I needed to work, and it worked flawlessly. It worked flawlessly. I'm so impressed and so happy with this. And it's kind of like not a surprise, because this is absolutely amazing. If you don't know about this, if you don't know about this right here, this micro dot, the Delta Point micro, oh man, where you been? Where you been? You need to get up on that. I told you the fan was upstairs, so that sounded like a velociraptor up there too. I don't know, maybe I need to pause this and go upstairs right quick. I don't know what's going on, but nonetheless, it is awesome. Yeah, so to me, ported is totally the way to go. Totally the way to go. Monsoon, Vinny, when Vinny started cutting holes and stuff, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? First thing I thought, because I'm such a nerd, the first thing I thought was, dude, you are totally violating that warranty. I'm like, dude, you are totally violating that warranty. And I'm like, what is the reason for it? And then I saw Vinny shoot, and he shot. I think it was a staccato the first time I seen him shoot. When I say it was flat, like super flat, like yo, I need that. First one that I did, I had my buddy Prince do the Hellcat Pro. He comped that. Now, the only thing about ports, and I really couldn't understand, I really couldn't see it today with this for some reason. I don't know, maybe my ears were just working really, really, really well. But when I was firing today, people say that because it has ports, and it is kind of true. People say that if it has ports, it's going to be incredibly loud. It was louder, but not to the point where, oh my, it wasn't like that. It was noticeably crisper. Noticeably crisper, okay? Nobody was complaining about it in the range or nothing like that. Nobody was saying that, you know what I'm saying? Dude, what are you firing over there? What do you have going on over there? Nobody said anything, nobody complained. But when he did the Hellcat Pro and I fired it, dude, it was like somebody was taking like a remember back in I'm showing my age real quick. Remember back in the day when they would have those paper noisemakers, you used to make them, and you would make them and they would go really, really loud? It seemed like somebody was doing that inside your ear, like somebody was inside your ear making that sound. So it did noticeably get louder, but the payoff and the trade is the trade for having a ported or compensate, more so ported, a ported handgun. I would totally do it over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over again, because you can't beat the accuracy and the return back to zero. You can't beat that. It's just so flat. It makes your pistols run so flat. It makes them run so smooth. So nice. So nice, man. Oh my God, this is so nice. I see why people buy Glocks. I see why people buy Glocks. I can see it. They work.
At the front door.
Oh yeah. No, but I see why people buy Glocks, man. Glocks work. This just happens to be my favorite Glock. Okay. Next would probably be the 23. And then after that would probably be the 21. After that would probably be the 30. After that would probably be, I got a lot of Glocks. Man, I need to stop. But yeah, man, look, if you could find this, I don't know whether it was the ports or Billy Bob's secrets. Billy Bob's ammo is just ridiculous. I don't know if you know, but I know, and thousands of other people know, that Billy Bob's ammo is absolutely the way to go. It is unbelievably soft shooting. And if you use some words, you might get a little, no, but seriously, if you use, a little something, maybe get a little something, I don't know. Did you see those targets I put in at the beginning of the show? At the beginning of the show, are those targets not incredible? Oh, I love those targets. I took them out of the range and the dudes went crazy for it. They went absolutely crazy for it. And you can find those on Billy Bob's website as well. They are crazy. You put them out there. Did you see that they had flak jackets on? My guy, Mike Myers, had a flak jacket on. That's my favorite horror guy. Mike Myers, that's my favorite horror guy. But when I put it up on the holder and sent it out, they was like, yo, I want that target. They was like, we don't have that target. That's his own target. He's like, yo, man, well, where can you get them targets? You can get it from Bill and Bob's Ammo. You can get it from Bill and Bob's Ammo. I think he went there on his phone because his lane got real quiet. He was making a lot of noise. I mean, he was making a lot of noise. It was like erratic shots too. Bah, 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 bah. Bah, 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 bah. Bah, bah, bah. Like it was crazy. And then it just went dead silent. So I think he went to Bill and Bob's website in the range, in the stall. He like stopped shooting because he wanted those targets. So if you want, man, get your hands on those targets because they are absolutely crowd pleasers. When they see them come off the line and they go back, they're like, yo, I didn't see those. I didn't know you guys had those targets. I want one of those targets. Can't get them unless you get them from Bill and Bob. They super dope. But yo, I digress, man. I just wanted to come to you guys and bring you another shooter. Look at it. I wanted to bring it to you in its naked form. Woo! Cover your eyes. No, in its naked form. This is completely naked, completely stock. I did nothing to it but blam it. This has an accoutrement on it. Bam. But this is naked. So I got some things coming for it. I'm gonna do some things to it. It ain't really too much to do, for real. You know, it ain't really too much to do. Something around there, something up here, maybe a little something up there. Done, because all the rest is done. All the rest is done. So I got some more stuff coming for y'all. I put up a coming soon, and you already know what it is. It's a Smith & Wesson carry comp. I'm not going to leave you in suspense. You already said it. I already seen it, put it up on the thing. Smith & Wesson carry comp. Whoa. Another ported monster. The Smith & Wesson carry comp. Oh, whoa. You hear what I'm saying? I can't get into it right now because we're doing these Mamma Jammers right here. So this episode is about to be done.